Okay, I just want to have a little heart to heart because this keeps coming up in the DMs and amongst my one-on-one girls, and I really need to unpack this. Can we please stop trying to build businesses like we don't have kids? The pressure we put on ourselves to do it all and to do it properly is wild. Start an email list, launch a new offer, do it all yesterday, and also be present and patient and playful and hang out with your kids and grow a veggie garden and fucking, make pasta from scratch and do everything, because it is impossible to do fucking everything. And I'm exhausted. I don't know about you guys, but I'm fucking exhausted of trying to follow the advice out there that doesn't work for me. It's not just unrealistic, it's unsustainable. And I know so many of you feel like you're falling behind. What if you're not behind at all? What if you're just building a business inside a life that business coaches don't always talk about? Because here's the truth. If you are a mum and you are building a business, or you're a working mum, you are doing the impossible every single day. And you don't need to do everything to make progress. So let me give you some realistic, actual doable ways that you can move your business forward when life feels a bit fucking hectic. You're just gonna do one tiny CEO task every day. Just set yourself a low bar habit that you can realistically stick to. It might be write one story slide every day with an update, or check in with your audience every day with an update, like this is what I'm doing today, or reshare an old testimonial with a new caption, or update your bio to reflect something that you're offering soon. So maybe you're doing Christmas minis coming up and you're gonna pop that into your bio. Little stuff like that counts and it compounds. One small little thing a day is what builds the traction over time. Second thing you can go and do, create when your energy is high, not when you think you're supposed to. If you wake up at 4 a.m. like I do, amazing. I don't do that because I'm trying to biohack the fucking CEO life. I'm not trying to hustle more. I do that because that's the only time my house is quiet. That's the only time I can get any fucking work done. So that's why I do that. And yes, that does require some discipline on my end, and I'm not a very disciplined person. So that to me, like I've built that in as a habit. I've tried to read these habit books and have a better life and do habits, but just it never works for me. I never stick to anything. But that is something that took me around 30 days to get used to and to force myself to do. And now I do it because I know that if I don't do that, I don't get anything done. But if your brain doesn't come alive until like 9 p.m, is okay too. And if you're somebody that works 9 p.m. till midnight every night, it's the same thing as me doing the 4 a.m. shift in the morning. It's just the other way around. Okay too, you're allowed to create content and do work in your weird little windows. You don't have to have a full blocking work day. You just need to do something. Work within the day that you've got. Sometimes for me, it's Oak sitting playing really nicely on the mat independently, and I'm making dinner and I'm gonna quickly jump on and voice memo my last 3 people on my DMs to reply to them, or voice memo my clients for their shoots coming up, asking where they wanna go or what, like, I just do some sort of little task that's going to push me forward and make tomorrow better for me. And now if the word batching pisses you off, and I know I've probably mentioned it in the course before, but if it's not something that works for you, let it go. Just change it to more like drip feed. You'll love the idea of being able to sit down and batch a month of content, but that is not something that works for everyone. And especially not for you girls. I'm assuming that if you're anything like me, it's great. You could probably do it once, but after you do it once, and if you have one off week, then you're just blown everything out of the water and then you never do it again. And it's not always possible. You don't know when your kids are going to be sick. You don't know when you're going to be sick. You don't know when your baby's going to stop napping. Like, this is not sustainable advice to be able to, just every Monday, once a month, batch your content for the month. Okay, cool. What if my baby gets sick, then I miss that whole fucking month? Like, what? Just batch it in bites. Like, just do 3. Say, okay, my baby's gone to sleep at 8 p.m. I'm gonna sit down with a cup of tea and I'm gonna just do 3 today. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get 3 hooks from my document or from the Zephyr method, or find 3 hooks online, whatever you wanna do. I'm gonna get 3 hooks and I'm just gonna write 3 captions and I'm gonna make 3 reels, and that's it. Or make it 2, or make it 1. And drip this out. Do them every 2 to 3 days instead of daily. If you feel like you can't keep up with posting daily, post every 2 days. If you can't do that, post every 3 days. The goal is consistency. It's not about who's doing the most and who's showing up every fucking second of the day, because let's be real, no one can do that. Like, you go on holidays, a lot of you work part-time jobs. You can't do that. I'm sorry, but you just can't. So just try not to beat yourself up and just do it in manageable chunks that work for you. Doing something is better than doing nothing. Another thing I would suggest is reuse something that's already working for you. You have to reinvent the wheel every single time. If you put something on your stories and you got a lot of responses to it, turn that into a caption for a post. Like, you could do a family shoot carousel and, you might have put on your stories, like I did last night, about bullies in the playground. And then I might write a caption being like, this has got nothing to do with this photo shoot. I just wanted to post some pretty photos, but can we talk about bullies in the fucking playground? It doesn't have to be photography related, ever. Like, Yes, people want to know what your work looks like and people want to know what it feels like, but you can show up as yourself and write stories that are non-related to photography whenever you want. It's your business, like you make the rules. You can take a reel and if you feel like it got no views or it flopped completely, take that same fucking reel and change the hook to something else, or use the same hook and change the video, or change the song. No one's watching your content. I'm sorry, but like no one is watching your content every single day. No one's sitting there with their calendar being like, oh, Soph's gonna post that again tomorrow because she posted it. You know, Soph already posted that last Monday on the 17th. Weird. Like, no, I'm sorry, but if they are fucking weirdos, like you can repost shit whenever you want, especially on your stories. And you guys will know this because you can see in your stories, you probably have like 2,000 followers and you get 20 people seeing your stories. Story views are dog shit and Instagram sucks for that. And my story views, like I have nearly 14,000 followers on my page. Where the hell are they? Because I get not even 1,000 story views some days. So I know for a fact that another 12,500 people are still waiting to see what I posted. So I'm just gonna repost it, like repost it all the time. You are allowed to be resourceful and repurpose shit. It's so much easier. The last thing I would say is just be honest. Be honest and be open with your content. The best thing that you can do is just be real and show your audience that. So if I'm behind on editing, I might pop up and be like, hey, I've been so busy. I'm so sorry I'm not on here this week, but I've been so behind on editing that all my focus has been on my client work this week. So if you're expecting to hear from me, I'll be back on next week, or I'll be getting to my emails on Friday, or I'll be showing up more next week. But for this week, you know, my kid is sick, so I'm not on here this week. Just takes 2 seconds. Just do a quick like, hey, I'm not on here this week. I'm just letting you guys know if you're expected to see me, you're not going to see me. Bye. I love you. See ya. Or just write it out. Like, just be open, just be honest. And that is better than not showing up at all. And if you don't have the energy to even do that, that's okay. Like, we go through things in our life where Instagram is the least priority. And to be fair, in my personal life, I do not social media. I do not post on Facebook. I don't even have that Facebook app. I don't use my personal Instagram. The only reason I have social media is because it is such a powerful tool for my business. If I didn't have a business, I wouldn't be on there. So I completely understand the feeling of not wanting to be on there, but we have to push past that when it comes to growing a business. People aren't following you for your perfect highlight reel. They don't want to see just you working and just you going to work and just you doing that. They want to see when shit goes wrong in your life. They want to see what you're up to, that you're going to a concert this week, and they want to see your outfit of the fucking day. Outfit of the day. I don't even know if you can see my outfit of the day. I look like a fucking, I don't even know. I look like I just rolled out of an op shop. That's what I look like. They are here following you because you're a human being. So talk like a human being. And one more thing I want you to remember is that your kids are watching you. They are seeing you show up. They are seeing you try. And they are learning that their mum is a fucking boss bitch. And they are learning that progress doesn't always look perfect. And it's okay to show up imperfectly and still be proud of that. They are learning resilience, not from what you say, but for how you live your life. And if you're ever concerned, like, oh, all my kid's gonna see is me, you know, filming shit all the time. No, my kid doesn't even see my phone. I will just hide it. If I'm filming and I'm ever with her, I will usually save it for days that I'm not. But if I am with her, I just set up in the corner and I hide it behind a cushion or something, like, and I'll just film for like 30 minutes and then I just stop it. And later on when she's asleep or when I have a work day, then I'll go through my content. I don't ever feel that I'm like on my phone in front of my kid. You just need to keep going one step at a time. That one step tomorrow is you reply to one email. Beautiful. Stop trying to do everything. Even if all you did today was think about what you're going to post tomorrow, that's still something. And even if your one task was rescheduling a photo shoot because your kid was sick, that's another thing. That's still building a business that is based on your values. One thing is enough today. And you are doing so much better than you think and so much better than you give yourself credit for. This is your sign that you don't have to do it all. You just have to do one thing. You've got this.